What's up, my dudes? Valkyrja, and today I want to talk to you about what I like to call reverse power creep. Well, basically, it's Mihoyo's recent design philosophy and why I think they're doing it. So, if you guys want to hear about that subject and all that, just stick around and I'll sit here and rant while I run in circles like usual. But actually, I'm going to be bringing up examples and showing you guys what I mean. So, today we're going to be talking about it, and to talk about it, we have to bring up the very, very strong units, and we have to talk about how the early units were incredibly powerful. So, if we discount the standard banner units, which are some of the worst 5 stars in the game, sorry Kaching, sorry Chi-Chi, sorry Diluc. Diluc actually I feel like is really slept on, but you know, I feel like with Constellations, he really pops off, and you're eventually going to get Diluc Constellations, or you're going to get any of their Constellations. Most people get Chi-Chis. Trust me, I know, guys. Like, look. Let me show you. People are going to be like, oh, you mean everybody but you, Valk. No, I mean everybody gets Chi-Chi Constellations. I swear her rates are up. I swear that she has higher rates than all the others. Trust me, I'm right there with you guys. But I digress. Outside of the standard banner characters, all of the early 5 stars, event limited 5 stars, are really good. Venti is still insanely good. He just has the one caveat of he's either absolutely best unit in the game or entirely useless. There is no in between with Venti. He's one or the other. Child is also very, very good. He has Riptides, which can deal insane damage in the correct situations. Granted, single target and against a few amount of enemies, he's not that good. But put enough enemies around him and you will be shocked by the amount of damage he deals. Zhongli, do I need to say more? Insanely powerful. Xiao, insanely powerful DPS. He just needs a lot of attack. Pair him with Bennett, you'll get a lot of good results. The new artifact set coming, good results. Hu Tao, absolutely crack DPS. Eula, insane DPS. Kazuha, insane unit overall. Ayaka, insane DPS. And I forgot Ganyu because I don't own her. It was blacked out. Ganyu, absolutely insane DPS. So, we can look, all these characters came out virtually around the same time. You can see 1, 2, 3 back to back. 1, 2, 3 back to back. And you can see these characters all came out at the same time to the point where we're making power creep videos. I was talking about power creep. I was saying power creep is a thing. Raiden is also very much insane. She is insanely good. But if I compare her raw DPS and I think about power scaling and all that, I don't think she's up there in damage compared to these units. She makes up for the difference in damage purely by utility with the energy recharge, which I value her so high. I always value supports more than DPS, just how I am. I value her incredibly high due to her utility, but DPS wise, I don't think she competes with these big 5 here. But then we go to Arataki Ito. Arataki Ito has insane raw damage. He really does. But because he doesn't have the defense shred that Eula does, and he doesn't have access to melt or vape or melt or freeze, he doesn't have access to any reactions, he just Unga Boonga Rocko Burr. Yes, he can hit incredibly hard, but he's not as good as the other DPS. He's still a fantastic DPS, don't get me wrong, but he's not as good. Kokomi, I don't need to talk a lot about Kokomi. Everyone's going to tell me about roll condensation and everything, or roll condensing, not condensation. Condensation is water. I was thinking hydro. But roll condensing and all that. But I'm sorry guys, all the Kokomi fans that have been trying to convince me in my comments for the past 2 weeks now. No, I don't think she's that good. I still don't. You cannot convince me. I'm stuck in my ways. I'm a stubborn old man. I do not think Kokomi's that good. Yoimiya, much of the same. I think Yoimiya shines in single target, but there's, even whenever it comes to single target, you have Hu Tao with Vape. That's also insanely good because of her charge attack. Aligns perfectly with Xingqiu. Yoimiya has very bad ICD issues that makes it so she can't match it. Shinha's not a DPS, she's a support, but even then, she's a very niche support. She is like Kazuha level tier of supporting, but specifically for cryo, and specifically for a very short amount of time, for 1 to 6 hits, specifically for that very short amount of time. And the amount of niche she is what makes her not so valuable. She's pretty easy to skip. I do think she's a good unit, don't get me wrong. I really value supports. I think she's a good unit, but I do also think she's an easy skip because of how niche she is. I'm not a dum-dum, you know? I say some dumb stuff, but I'm not a dum-dum. I'm very aware of what it is that I'm saying. I'm very aware of the game state. And I do think she's a very easy skit. Same with Yamiko. Yamiko is a DPS, a weird DPS. She's meant to be off-field, but her ult has insane scaling, so her ult deals good damage, but she's designed to put her turrets down to constantly deal damage and build EM whenever EM with Electro just does not work out well. And her turret scaling isn't even that good, and it takes forever to set up. There's a bunch of issues with Yamiko. I do think her ult still hits very, very hard. It just takes a while to actually set the ult up to where you're not really gaining that much. So basically, if we look at it, if we remove Raiden Shogun from the equation, we have Yoimiya, Kokomi, Ito, Shinha, and Yamiko. Now, I think it's fair to say that none of these 5 live up to any of these 6, which is why I think Mihoyo is doing what I want to call reverse power creeping. Because if you've seen Ayato, you've seen the numbers, you know Ayato's more the same. Ayato's not going to be anywhere near these 6 units. These 6 units are like the point where we were like, oh my god, they're releasing these insanely strong units, what the hell's going on? And then they kind of just dialed it way, way, way back, except for Raiden. She's a sole exception, but she's an Archon, so she better be broken, right? Raiden's a sole exception. So, the reason I think they're reverse power creeping, it's actually kind of simple in a way, but if you really think about it, currently, the 6 units that I mentioned that are really, really strong, Kazuha, Eula, Ganyu, etc., they kind of crush all the content. They really do. And this game is definitely designed for a casual audience in mind. I hate to say it. If people don't want to hear it, then that's just how it is. This game's meant for more casual players. So if they make the enemies, or they make the units that you can summon stronger, they're going to have to up the enemies too. They're going to have to make the enemies stronger, which as a result, as a byproduct of it all, is going to make the game more difficult. And I don't think they want to do that. It's why I was advocating for power creep at a certain point, because I was like, if you make the units stronger, the enemies have to get stronger, right? So I think they're kind of dialing it back because they don't want the enemies to be stronger. They don't want to have to deal with that. They don't want to alienate the casual audience, which I think they perceive as their main audience, which I can see why there is a lot, and I do mean a lot of casual players within Genshin, so they can keep everything nice and easy for everybody and keep everything around the same difficulty level. Now, will what I'm saying right now hold up in the future? I have no idea. Mihoyo is very, very, very unpredictable. Hoyoverse, whatever you want to call them. They are extremely unpredictable, to the point where I don't know what they're doing. You don't know what they're doing. Hell, I don't even think they know what they're doing. But they are making decisions, and they are the ones who are guiding the future of this game. So only thing we can do is buckle up and go along for the ride. I'm just trying to explain my reasoning and why I think they're doing it. But who knows in the end. Anyways, let me know your theories on why you guys think reverse power creep is a thing. Like I said, do I think it's a good thing? I think is a good question to answer. I don't know. It has its ups and downs. Personally, I think not pressuring people into pushing for the new units, pulling for the new units. I think it's a good thing. I don't think people should feel pressure to spend money, which they don't in this game. This game is very, very friendly to the free-to-plays. So it's good that they don't feel pressure to spend money, but at the same time, I do wish that they would release stronger units so they're forced to up the challenge of things, but that's just personal bias. Obviously, Mihoyo is not going to do that because it's a very casual game. But these are all just one old boomer's thoughts with a platform on the internet, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about it and why they're doing it. That's a very good question for you guys. Why do you guys think that Mihoyo is reverse power creeping or gradually making units weaker? In my opinion, that's what I think they're doing. Do you guys agree with my opinion as to why they're doing it? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.